Hey, okay, we're back. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the final hour of trading for Monday, November the 28th. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time or so. We have an hour left to go in our day. And since we left after the first hour of trading or so, we have dipped further into the red. We are right now looking at a 483-point drop on the Dow Jones. This is one of the first days in a while that we've had this kind of a move down. This is 1.4%, though. Don't think that this is a massive, huge loss, but it's a dip. We haven't had one like this since about November 15th or so. And I know we had a dip back on November 9th, 8th and 9th. We went down a bit, but it's been a while, and we'll see if this has any real oomph to it. The last time we really backed off was from about September the 12th to about September 30. That 18-day window, we dropped some points. But we haven't had this isn't like a 1 month drop off. This is just 480 odd points on a 33,800 point index. However, it is a drop. The S&P is off 63, NASDAQ off 171, and that's 1.55% for NASDAQ, 1.57 for S&P, 1.46 for the Dow. All three are almost identical in their dropping off. So no one sector of the market is leading it off. It's just a general slump. We just hit 500 points on the dip right now. Bullard, headline coming across right now, Bullard is saying, this is one of the Fed governors, the Fed will likely need to keep interest rates above 5% into 2024 to succeed in taming inflation. So this is the end of 2022. This means all of next year and into 2024, at least a Fed funds rate of 5% or more. That's higher than where we are now. That would put the Treasury at 5%. We have a Treasury right now that is sitting at, let me tell you right now, the future, the 10-year Treasury is 3.7 right now. So, we are nowhere near 5% for the Fed funds rate. And the question is, if we're going to remain above 5% for the Fed funds rate, we're not talking at 5% for the Fed funds rate. So we could well be talking 5.25, 5.5, 5.75 for the Fed funds rate. And I'm thinking that might be conservative as it is. We may well be into the 6.5 range. We get into the 6.5 range for the Fed funds rate. That's what banks pay the federal government to borrow money, the Fed. They turn around and lend it to you for a markup. They have to make money on that money. And so that money comes to you in a mortgage at 9, 10, 11%. That's what that could mean, just to kind of give you some perspective. But at the moment, here we are with the market doing what it's doing. The Dow just around 485, 500 points lower. Oil managed to squeak a little gain out of the whole thing today, up 80 cents at the moment, although not holding it very, very well. We were down $2 on oil today, 74, 75. Right now we're $77 a barrel. Some of the stocks we do follow here, ATIP, just been watching that lately, 45.8 cents, down 4.7 cents. Little bargain there. Tesla at 183.82. It's holding a slight gain. It's up 96 cents. Tesla did reach today 188.5. That's $5 from here, but it couldn't hold it. It's come all the way back, and it's almost back to break even. Apple down 431 at 143.80 and falling. GameStop is off 83 cents to 25.34. The low of the day for GameStop, 25.29. So we're 9 cents from the low of the day here. There has been no recovery of any significance of GameStop from its low trade. About an hour ago, it hit the low, and it's been kind of hanging around here since. 25.32 on GameStop. Volume today is 1.8 million shares, and figured out pre-split, we're talking 450,000 shares. there isn't going to be a million shares pre-split volume here. This is really anemic volume. So 25.31, down we go again. We're slipping a little further. Those contracts that you have, all of your contracts, you'll probably notice between bid and ask, check out your bids. They're dropping. They're coming back, coming back, coming back. But we've only just begun. If we're going to have a dip in this market for a little bit here on concerns of higher rates because of higher inflation numbers and all this, slow down the economy, the China mess that's going on, this is a nothing burger. Being down 500 points is a nothing burger. Being down 4,000 points from here would be a pullback. And that could put the GameStop shares just as a slump with the market. 21 a share, 21.50. Think about where your contracts would be if the shares were $22, $23 in the next few days. By next week, don't know if it'll happen in one day, but it can happen over a week or two. We'll see. We'll see if this is real. I think we have the beginning of a slump with the beginning of tax loss selling to add to it, concerns about economic performance, higher rates coming through this month with the Fed meeting. We have a lot of things coming this month that are just not good for the market. I mean, there is no good news coming to this market about lineups at stores to buy stuff, all-time record profits being made by corporations left, right, and center. None of that is coming our way. Nothing like that. So I see a limited upside with a lot of potential downside. See how severe it is. Okay, so GameStop 25.33 roughly. SoFi 444.5, down 15 cents again today. We got HPQ off 97 cents. This has been slipping all day. HPQ has been giving up ground all day long. 29.18 last trade. The Amazon shares are up just 44 cents. Home Depot down 6.91. Cisco off 37 to 48.04. Pfizer holding a 19-cent gain at 49.40. Netflix down 3.81. IBM down 1.99. Microsoft down $6 today, 2.41. Vanik down $5.34 to 215.91. The SMH ETF. Adobe 3.29 down $5. Goldman Sachs down 7.15 to 3.81. Google off 134 to 96.26. Boeing is down almost $6, 5.98 to $172.38. That's the low range of the day. We just broke the $6 barrier on Boeing, down 601. Moderna now down 94 cents to 175.46. Meta Platforms, that's Facebook, down 256 to 108.87. Karim, those shares are behaving for you now. After a little while of waiting this out, you've been very patient, and Kareem, I think you're going to be very well rewarded for this move on your contracts. Down they come. They topped out about 118 a share just a little while ago. Here we are at 108, and they're still backing up right now. Interesting. 23andMe, former SPAC, down 12 cents to 275. We have Rocket Lab off 13.5 cents to 404.5. We have Matterport down 15.5 to 311. SmartRent is down 10 cents to 238. Spire 129.5 down 7.5 cents. Cyxtera is down 12 cents to 174.50. The low today 168, which is the all-time low on Cyxtera. Every couple of days, this stock hits new all-time lows. I do not know how low it continues to go. Royal Caribbean down $1.44, 58.24 now. Bed Bath Beyond down 22 cents to 301. Looking worse and worse and worse and worse. The all-time low today for 52 weeks, 296 was the low trade today. That's the low of the year for Bed Bath & Beyond. And apparently the rumor is, not rumor, but financial analysts are saying that inventory levels are very low in Bed Bath Beyond stores. They're having trouble getting suppliers to ship them product because they might not pay. And so there's a lot of wheeling and dealing. I think there's a lot of arrangement being done here, but They're trying to survive. 301 on the stock. Carvana down 51 to 746. Robinhood down 30 to 910. BlackBerry down a penny to 483. We got Target up $1.54. JP Morgan down 220. Costco down 280. Walmart holding a 20-cent gain. Disney down 297 to 95.90. Nvidia down $4 to 158. American Airlines down 60 cents, 13.90 last trade. And the AMC ATIP combination, 40 cents lower today combined. And that puts them at $8.33 a unit. Not good. There you have it. Down 500 points now on the Dow, with ATIP at 46. Tesla still ahead, but only 56 cents into the green for Tesla. Now 52. We're slipping again. Apple down 4.28. GameStop now 25.30, down 87 cents. 1 penny away from the low of the day. That is GameStop. We're at the lows, right around that neighborhood now, as we come into the final 48 minutes of trading today. And I'm really not sure if we're going to get much of a recovery during the week. I mean, I just get the sense that we've had such a reasonable bounce in this bear market lately. I mean, look at the last month chart for the Dow Jones. There's your last month right there. So, we were here, we were down here, and then up, a little dip, and up here. And this has been a very good rally. This is a 3-month chart where we were backing off in October and then did a nice run up. The low here in October was at 28,725. That's 725. We're now 34,000. I mean, this is a heck of a run. This is quite a number of points. I kind of wonder if this is going to be, there's a pullback here. 28,700 was the low. Yeah, we've come a long way to 33,800, no question about it. But there's room to give up ground here. There is room to give up easily 3,000 points. Half this game easily could give up just on technical year-end selling and rearranging. That's going to affect stock prices all over the place. But we'll see, kids. Thank you for these thumbs ups you're throwing our way already. I really appreciate this. Appreciate the 35, now 40 plus thumbs ups. They're coming in. You guys are awesome as always. We try to hit 100 thumbs ups for the afternoon show every afternoon, and I thank you all for trying to get me there already without even me begging for these thumbs ups. I appreciate it. That is fabulous. We're going to member-only chat right now. Please become a member of this channel. If you'd like to be a commentator here, we'd love to have you. Join the family and talk to us and throw questions our way. If you have any questions about the market or trading options or whatever, by all means, become a member and fire away. I'll try to answer the questions as best I can as we watch what's going on here. 75 thumbs ups are in the house. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you all. 75 thumbs ups already. Beautiful. That is really nice. Here we go. Untamed Viking. I bought another 1,000 ATIP, lowering my average to just over $1. This is an opportunity to really bring your average down. No question. We're at 46 cents. ATIP volume today is 525,000, and they bottomed at 43. So if any of you had stink bids in there, you probably got lucky. Right now, 46, under 50 cents. This is an opportunity. Grab this stuff up. I don't know if the shares will stay under $1 much longer. Will they be called? Will there be a rollback proposed for shareholders? Could there be a bit of a rally between now and year end with the tax loss going through that we break through $1? Is there a large short position out there? I think there is. I think there is a rolling short position out there where speculators just think that the company will go out of business. I just don't think so. I think they have quite a bit of cash in the bank. They have a huge credit line. They have a major backer. 950 locations, a backup of clientele for physiotherapy services. I do not see this company doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if theoretically they get approached by other providers and they might offer up 50 of their locations here or here or here. If they would think of that, would they think of selling off some of their locations and raising additional cash and doing I don't know what? Or would it be the reverse? Could this be a company that will go to their largest shareholder group and just propose an idea of doing some kind of a bond offering and buying out competitors and becoming a 2,000 location place instead of a 1,000 location place, therefore growing cash flow and everything else? I don't know. You certainly can't use the common stock for currency right now, not at 46 cents a share. But if these guys got made a deal with somebody, again, I'm not in the medical field, so I can't be an expert to tell you what their prospects are. But at 46 cents a share, the largest shareholders of this company are not happy. I can tell you that. They can't be happy. Got to wonder, though, between now and the end of the year, is just this tax loss selling holding it down? Is it possible that investors sold stock to get a loss, and now they're shorting it to keep it here, to maintain the loss for that 30-day window before they turn around and buy back in? But I don't think that'll work, because any kind of buying comes into the stock, 400,000 shares of active buying, it'll run it up 30 cents a share. I don't think it'll be held down that long. I don't know. I can't be any more specific. I got no idea on this. We'll just see what gives. 46.5 cents, down 4.1 cents. That's all there is. Flint Creek Soap Company. Thank you for the orders today and last week. All orders will get extra treats. This is your official soap company for Stock Markets with Bruce and ATIP. I keep buying, and buying, so buy more soap. Eventually, Flint Creek will own so much ATIP that we'll call ATIP the Flint Creek Soap Company, that happens to offer soap on the internet and physiotherapy centers in person. How about that? Good afternoon, says Gowdy. Michael, I thought BBBY turned the AC down. Should they be in the black by now? Yeah, they were doing all kinds of cost cutting and all that sort of stuff. It's been a tragic year for that company, and also having was it the CEO who jumped out of his off his balcony and so. I mean, just tragic, just a terrible, terrible story. Really sad. Anyway, greetings, folks, from Larry Titus. Welcome all. Nice to have you here. ATIP's got to be near book value or below. Unbelievable. And Flint Creek ATIP Company. There you go. What else going on here? Yeah, actually, says Nick Moria. Looking back at the financials, the book value per share for ATIP is 74 cents. That's the book value of the company. Stock's at 46.5. You can buy this company for 30 cents below its value. So if they actually sold everything, paid everybody off, everyone gets 74 cents. I mean, geez. And they're an operating entity, and they're publicly traded, and it's unbelievable. Flint, I can get sense of all of those different cents you want. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, I do have ATIP in my portfolio, but as far as I know, their balance sheet is a mess and their management isn't doing a good job as public companies should. What do you think, Uncle B? Well, we've already mentioned that. Flint Creek, I voted for hot New York City garbage. I have no idea what this means either. Maybe a new scent at Flint Creek. So I don't know what's going on. We're down 523 on the Dow, going lower on these markets. So that's not helping ATIP, obviously. Tesla's still showing a 58 cent gain, but Apple down 424. GameStop now 25.33. The low of the day has been 25.24. So since I've been on the air, we've hit a new low of the day. 25.34 right at the moment. SoFi 442.5 down 17.5. There is a bargain in living color, in screaming Technicolor. 36 million shares traded. I gotta figure that the only reason SoFi is being sold off is by those who need a tax loss. They're using this excuse of the shares being down here to sell it, get their capital loss, and they're going to wait their month and take their chances on being able to buy the company back in and around this neighborhood to run it back. If that is their strategy, I have no idea if that really is the strategy. I can imagine, though, that it's possible that there are entities out there that were involved in the PIPE financing of this company, which was $10 a share. Many entities out there who participated in that deal, because this company raised over $2 billion cash when they went public through that reverse takeover. Could it be that a number of those institutional traders have sold the stock in the last few weeks and are still selling now to lock in capital losses against other gains? Is that the answer? You could probably then say if they're selling SoFi and they're selling ATIP to lock in capital losses, don't you think that 23andMe, there's the third one, Rocket Lab, Matterport, SmartRent, Spire, and Cyxtera, all 8 of these stocks would all be sold off right now for locking in tax losses? Every one of them. And then theoretically, in the last week of December into the first few weeks of January, could it be that a number of these sellers that are selling, lately and today will come back in here and reposition back into the stock at maybe lower price? They're just gambling that maybe they'll go lower and they can get them back even cheaper and reassemble a collection of the stocks and hopefully have a better year in 2023. That could be going on. That could be happening on a whole lot of stocks in the next week or two. We'll find out just what the tax loss selling season looks like this year. If there has ever been a year where tax loss selling is coming into play, this is the one. Because if you look at the Dow Jones and the other indexes over the last while, and let me show you a chart here. Like here's a 10-year chart of the Dow Jones, okay? This is going all the way back to 2012. I mean, look, the 2012 range, the Dow was at 13,100, all right? We're right now at 33,800. So this is a 20,000 point gain on the Dow Jones Industrial over a decade. And here was COVID. And there's the correction, the recovery. There was the height of the market last year. As I was saying earlier, I think it was this morning I mentioned, last year, December, January, November, we were at the 36,900, almost 37,000 mark. That's right up there. That's right there, the all-time high. And now we faltered a little bit. So this faltering here, this is where a lot of market participants out there who bought stock on the dip here and all the way up here, they got stocks that are winners. Now they have stocks that are also losers. I'm talking about large institutional type traders that hold dozens and dozens of company shares. There could well be a demand for tax loss selling in vogue right now, where a lot of investors need to lock in losses so they can sell off the winners and negate a tax bill, because you have capital gains against capital losses. So if you've got $5 million in losses in your $100 million portfolio, and you got a whole bunch of gains, you can now take $5 million in gains off the table tax-free. If you take more than that off the table, you're going to pay a capital gains tax or an income tax, what have you. So I can see where some of these funds, if they were into the PIPE financing into 50 different SPACs in the last 2 years, 50 different SPACs at $5 million a piece, and there's $250 million they put into SPACs, and they raised tens of billions of dollars. But you have $250 million into SPACs that now are sitting at $50 million. You have $200 million in losses. I can see where they would sell off their SPACs, lock in the $200 million in losses, turn around and blow off a bunch of stocks that they've held for 4, 5, 6 years that have made a lot of money on, sell them at a profit, negate the $200 million against $200 million, tax-free scenario, and then wait their 30 days and reposition that cash back into the market. That could well be what is going on and has been going on already in the last couple of weeks. That's just me speculating. I can't get any more specific. I wish I could, but I can't. All right, there you go, guys. There's the story. There's the story. All right. The old surfer, good day, everybody. I am thumbs up number 82 for Uncle Bruce today. Thank you, everybody. Flint Creek says thanks and we love you. What else we got here? Financial Mischief. I bought 2,000 shares of ATIP today. Let me just refresh that. There we go. And that got me up to 4,600 shares. Now I turned around and I sold January 24 250s for a dime. Turned around, bought more shares, sold more calls. Now I'm sitting on 5,600 shares. Oh man. Well, look, you sell the contracts for a dime. It's $10 a contract times 46 is $460. You can buy another 1,000 shares for $460. So the options are buying the stock. I mean, think about it. You're bringing in a dime a share by writing the call. Well, that's almost a quarter of the value of the stock. Think about the percentage that 10 cents versus 46 cents actually is. Bought another 1,000 shares, wrote another $100 worth of calls, and he's got 5,600 shares. Now there you go. That's simple mathematics. There you have it. Using the option current premium, as little as it is, to buy up the stock down here. Yeah, and you're offering the stock for $250. Come and take me out at $250 anytime you want. That's an okay sale. 5 times plus your money. There you go. So, can be done. I don't know. Just what can I say? Oh, gosh. Crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, what's going on? What if ATIP declares bankruptcy? Serious question. Well, the company would have to go into a Chapter 11 scenario, and they would, sell off their assets. But I think they have more assets than liability. I don't think they have any liabilities. There's really virtually no debt here. There's a bank line they have. There's nothing serious. They're not in trouble in that sense. They're not in trouble where they're out of business next week or next month. They're nothing like Bed Bath and Beyond. They're nothing like that bad. I mean, Bed Bath and Beyond is a basket case. This outfit here, I have faith. I have faith that these guys will continue to survive. They don't have to buy merchandise to offer their services. They're offering physiotherapy services. So they don't buy towels. They don't buy bathrobes. They don't buy, weigh scales like bathroom stuff, like Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, think about what Bed Bath & Beyond carries in inventory and how much of it, how many square feet their stores are. Then look at ATIP. They have 1,000 square foot centers. They have massage type tables you lie down on for your treatment. You got the therapist there. I mean, it's hands-on physical therapy recovery, stretching and manipulating. And you have those TENS machines and those ultrasound machines, and they cost a few bucks, but they're not $1 million machine. I mean, nothing like that. So ATIP is, no, they're not going anywhere. No, I just don't think so. I keep waiting for the day. I don't know when it'll happen, but what day will it be that we see a filing, an SEC filing, that some entrepreneurial, well-to-do somebody will buy up 15% of the stock on the open market and just gather it all up, just take it all off the street under $1, just buy it. Next thing you know, it's $350 bid. I mean, it'll be wiped out. There'll be nothing left. Shorters will be ruined, financially ruined. I don't know. I don't know if we have a GameStop scenario. I don't believe we have that. I'd like to wish we did, but wouldn't that be cool? But I don't think so. The ATIP story, there's a theoretical short interest of 3.8 million shares. That's the theoretical number out of 200 million that exist with a 72 million float. There's only 72 million shares floating on ATIP. So you multiply that by the price of the stock right now. The total float that can trade is worth $30 million. That's why the volume is so low all the time. There's only 70 million that can trade, 72.9 million. Yeah, I really wonder what's going to happen here. I don't know. I really don't. I think you pick it up, you grab your average, and you can always play the option game if you want. Write options against your stock and buy a bunch more, and bring your average, write a bunch, and do it again, and just load up on the stock. Take it off the street. Just take it off the street. Take it off the street. Every share bought by viewers of this channel means fewer shares that can trade amongst themselves. And there's, like I said, 72 million of them. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Alberto, my tip for ATIP would be average down and get out until someone positive news comes out. I just did this and bought more SoFi. So, if you get an average to 50, 60 cents, it goes to $1, $1.20, flip it, make some dough on it. And if it backs off, you buy it again. You can always do that. On the other hand, if you buy it up and it goes to $1.10, what's to say it can't go to 150, 160? I mean, if it's turned it around, it's turned around. Michael, it could very well be a great company, but the people running it seem to be terrible. There you go. Alberto, I could be wrong, but I'm betting on SoFi and other SPACs. Amy J, AJ, Alberto, I'm thinking of doing that with CYXT and Spire too. Any thoughts on those? These again are opportunities where you can buy up the stock down here, write contracts that are out of the money, use the proceeds to buy more stock, and just bring your average way, way, way down. Take money out of the options market to get your average nice and low. Might be the way to go. Again, let's see, on AJ is saying here, where am I? Here we go. Cyxtera and Spire. Cyxtera is sitting at, where am I now? Here we go. I just got to get my act together. Here we go. Okay, Cyxtera, 174. So can you write 250 contracts, $3 contracts to 2024 or beyond? Can you bring in 40, 50 cents? I don't know what you can bring in on these options. I don't have them up. What about Spire? Can you write $3 contracts on Spire? Good for a while. Go way out there. Bring dough in and buy even more of this, and buy these shares now while people are clearly selling them for tax loss reasons. They are not selling them because they think the companies are going out of business. They are selling these shares for tax loss write-offs. You have to take advantage of these sellers because they're going to buy them back. They're thinking about maybe buying these shares back again after their 30-day window. They can't buy back for 30 days. This is your window to scoop in here, take them off the street, write options against them, buy more at these cheap, ridiculous prices, bring your average way down under the stock option price that you're offering them for, and see how it goes. Again, can be done. Flint Creek, I will wait for 25 to 40 cents for the ATIP calls. For now, I'm just scooping up what I can afford. There you go. You buy the stock up, and if ATIP pops up to a $1.20, $1.30, those calls will go for 25, 30, 35 cents. Write them there and buy stock right at 30, from 30 to a buck, but pick them up. 534-point drop on the Dow today. All right. ATIP is coming back up. It's 46.6. We're down 22. We're only up 22 on Tesla now. Only up 22. We're down 434 on Apple. GameStop is 25.28 right now. 25.28 on GameStop. We've got a let's see, low of the day right now, 25.24. This is it. Down 93 cents. We're at the low of the day right now on GameStop shares. And there you have it. Fed's Brainerd, another one of the Fed governors, is saying that even countries that hiked interest rates ahead of America didn't avoid high inflation. They too got caught with the inflation, even though they raised rates faster and earlier than the U.S. did. Interesting. We're down 68 on S&P. We're down 200 now on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is down 1.79%. S&P 1.69, and the Dow 155. All three markets are off more than 1.5 percentage points and dropping further. 25.24, 25.21 on GameStop. We just dropped another 3 cents, down 96 on your GameStop shares to 25.21. So a lot of you out there who are sitting on 25s, 26s, 26 and a quarters, 27s, 27.25s, 27.50s, 28s, all out of the money. They're back. The shares are backing off on you. That's what you're looking for. And weakness continues to come into the stock. Alberto, AJ, I believe Inspire. I don't know much about CYXT. I have been trying to get into stocks that I can make money on. Fortunately, ATIP, from what I see, is a long hold. Alberto, I want to retire, or as we say, a coyote. I want to do a coyote soon. So I'm making moves to put me there sooner rather than later. JR, Bertie, did you put in a notice today? AJ, I am aiming for retirement soon as well. Splair, I imagine we short squeeze ATIP and it skyrockets to 20 cents or $42. Can you imagine? Coyote, Alberta, the key is to live like a monk and have a very few material things. Coyote, low overhead, big brain move. Splair, I would turn 250 into 7,000 to $14,000 and then write the options on that. That'd be pretty cool. Olivia, good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Premium, the most you can get on ATIP is a whopping 8 cents a contract right now. You can't even get a dime. Michael, I have faith in Spire. They make announcements all the time and have government contracts. Those government checks don't bounce. I'm with you, Michael. Exactly. Spire is a buy. Spire looks by the way, like I'm 95 after forgetting the thumbs up. Thank you for that thumbs up. Coyote, Mr. Premium, the thing is, how many ATIP can you buy for that cheap or have already? You write 50 calls, it adds up, but I know what you mean. I have no ATIP position here. Coyote, Michael, yep, bought more Spire today under 130. Alberto, I get that. I'm trying to downsize from 4,800 square foot home to a mini house. Getting rid of my collections will be a job in itself. Coyote, Alberto, what do you collect? Matthew, bought more ATIP. Michael H., he picks up soap. Munamo is laughing. Alberto, memorabilia, Muhammad Ali, Norman Rockwell, and several others. I need the wall space laugh. I was saying this out loud. Sounds so stupid. Coyote, Alberto, nah, man, I totally understand the collection mindset. I collect certain things also. We all like what we like. Sounds cool. Also, love Ali. Alberto, signed and numbered art. Deuce Caboose. Good luck with all. Good luck all. Dusky is out right now. Coyote. Deuce Caboose, take it easy, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Mirko, I am number 105, Bruce. You have 105 thumbs ups, and you're well through 100 now. Uncle Bruce, I thought tax loss selling usually results in stocks selling on or near their lows around December 15. Please elaborate. You can lock in your tax loss anytime you want. I'm saying there is smart money locking in losses now. They want to be buyers before the year is out. They want to catch the buyback while the shares are still depressed. They're thinking December 15th as well. Those folks can't buy back until January 15th. These folks are thinking, I'll sell now and I'll buy back between now and the end of the year. I'm guessing this is the thinking. I could be totally wrong. We'll find out. Karen, I am 103. Alberto, he's laughing. Vilbus, Alberto, as someone who has an eBay side hustle, it's tedious work selling collectibles, but worth the effort if you have serious money sunk into it. Duncan, I collect cans. Rock and roll. 46.5 on ATIP. The low of the day was 43 cents. Volume 567,000 shares. Tesla up just 18 cents. The Dow's down 521 now. Apple down 420 to 143.92. GameStop 25.24. And the low trade of the day on GameStop is now registered at 25.21. So we're right at low range here as we speak. It's still down here, not recovering. SoFi 443 down 16.2 cents. HBQ down 97. Amazon just a gain of 29 cents. Home Depot down $7.89. Cisco down 47 cents. Pfizer up 29. Netflix down 458 to 280. Coming back. IBM up down 228. Microsoft down 640. Vanek Vectors down 633. Adobe down 580. Goldman down $7.53. Google down 160. Boeing down 630. Moderna down 111. Meta down 284. ME down 13. Rocket Lab down 17. Matterport down 20. SmartRent down 11. Spire down 11 to 126. Xterra down 12.5. So shares are under pressure. The low of all time for Spire, 96 cents. We're at 126. Still 30 cents away from the low of all time on Spire. So a lot of stocks under pressure today with the Dow off 523 at the moment. Okay, 67-point drop on S&P and about a 200-point drop on NASDAQ. And sell my house in Upper Marlboro. I collect, or I try to collect, the hopes and dreams of gamblers in the options market. Now, there is a very worthwhile hobby. Karim, I collect plastic bags from the grocery store for trash. JR, and bottles too, says JR. I get a lot of stretching done picking them up on my morning walk. Mirko, sell my house fast. MD, aren't we all? But that's a good thing to collect. Hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Alberto Lewis, yes, my collection is insured at 7 figures, which I refuse to pay 40% to auctioneers and or pay that eBay fee. Too conservative. I prefer to leave to my grandkids, let them figure it out. JR, Alberto, you're wicked. Coyote, sell my house fast. MD, another added to my collection. There you go. Hopes, dreams, and aspirations of option buyers. That's what I collect, and I keep the money. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, everyone. 25.25 is the last trade on GameStop. 4 cents away from the low of the day, with now 18 minutes left in our first session of the week. That's what's happening. A special shout out and thank you to all of you out there who've been picking up classes. You've been picking up class 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You're watching the classes on how to figure out how to write stock options against positions you have. Congratulations to those of you out there who have figured out, hey, I can make some really good money in this market if I take control of my portfolio. And a number of you have made adjustments to what you own so that you now are picking up perhaps deep in the money call options on Apple or on GameStop or Hewlett Packard, HPQ, all kinds of different stocks, and you're writing call options against these options. I congratulate you for becoming an income generator rather than just a slow, patient investor. Investing, nothing wrong with investing if you've got the time, but limited returns. Income in an income accumulator, that is another ball game. And I congratulate those of you who are wanting to do this, especially those of you who are trying to get out from your restrictive lifestyle that you have. And I'm so proud of so many of you who have been able to figure out how to bring in a few $1,000s a month or more of income into your household from writing options. This has changed your cash flows dramatically, and it has allowed you to now focus in and zero in on particular debts you have, whether they're credit cards, car loans, a second mortgage, you owe somebody money that you borrowed from years ago. You're zeroing in and paying off entities that you want to get rid of, which is lowering your cost of living. Because every time you get rid of a payment, an automatic monthly commitment payment, you've just lowered your cost of living. And nothing else out there is helping you in lowering your cost of living. Everything is going up in cost. Even the cost of money is going up. So writing options, taking these classes, contacting me for a one-on-one, this is a way for you to invest in yourself. If I'm able to help you become a better investor, a better trader, a smarter handler of your capital, I'm somehow inspiring you to grab the bull by the horns and say enough's enough. I am taking over as conductor of my life. I'm not going to be in the train car back there. I'm getting in the front of this train. I'm driving this train. Way to go. I'm proud of you guys. Keep it up. Thank you. Of course, everyone who picks up a class, every time you pick up a class, you're supporting me. There's no question about it. I don't hide that. Members of this channel, you are supporting Jen and I by being members of this channel. We thank you ever so much. It doesn't go unnoticed. I'm sure you know. Thank you, everybody. Keep it up, all. Keep it up. Adam up 300 on 3 GameStop calls today. Just my 2 cents for the day. I'm up $300. Nice going out. If you were up $300 every day of the trading month, you'd be up $6,000 a month. Coyote Phillips, if they do, I'll go snatch it up. That collection is worth more than the family's net worth. Vilbus, after recently dealing with my dad's leftover collections, I hope to die owning very little. Let's see here. My dad died owning nothing. I inherited the funeral costs, says Coyote. Very monkish of him, laughing out loud. Splair, and I have to thank you, Uncle Bruce, rock and roll buddy. Keep it going, my friend. 504-point loss on the Dow, and people on this channel are making money today. Money is being made by the viewers of this channel, even though all three markets are off about 1.5%, because their option premiums are dropping and they are going to keep a lot of change in their accounts. This is going to be a beautiful thing. I love it. Way to go, everybody. Alberto, no, my grandparents are being educated to know what net worth is. Gary, I'm closing out some covered calls at the moment. I think we may rebound a bit tomorrow. JR, I agree. Things are valuable to me and will likely be junk for people you leave behind. Better to invest in experiences instead of trinkets. JR, I agree. These things that are valuable to me will likely be junk for people left behind. Anyway, there we have it. Thank you all for your commentary here. We're at 49.5 on ATIP. We've popped up another 2-3 cents here, down only a penny on the day. ATIP looks like it's recovered from its little dip this morning. Tesla down, only up 43 cents. We're still down near the break-even point on the day on Tesla. We backed off from 180 something, 188 for the high. It was 180, 188.50 for the high today. Tesla now 183.20. It's backed off quite a bit. Apple 144.02 down 409. GameStop 25.25. Right now, the low of the day is still showing at 25.21. And so 4 or 5 cents off the low of the day with 13 minutes to go. SoFi 443 down 16 cents. HPQ down 96 cents. Something tells me all those HPQ contracts that have been written out there are shrinking out with last week's short trading week and now this drop in the price. Down go those HPQ call options. Right on. Okay, keep it going. Alberto, I'll share some pics on Discord. Pretty cool items. Coyote, Alberto, please do. Seems really cool. Alex, 180 people watching, only 116 thumbs ups. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Boy, would we love to. Could we get 150 thumbs ups? You guys, are there 34 of you out there that can hit that thumbs up button before we shut down in 12 minutes? That would be kind of nice. Help me out. Thanks, guys. Mirko, Alberto, probably one of the big belts Ali had around his waist. How about that? Is that what you got going there? Alex, ATIP is ripping. What more do you folks need to give a thumbs ups for? Give that man a thumbs ups. 47.5 on ATIP. Go, ATIP. Go. Make everybody here richer. Yeah, pick some up. Pick this stuff up. Grab it. Grab this cheap stuff. Get 1,000 shares for $470. Get 100 shares for $47. Every time you get 40, 50, 100 bucks lying around, buy a couple of hundred of these. Put them away. Put them away. Bring your average way down. Way down. 530-point down dip on the Dow now. 530-point drop on the Dow Jones. Interesting what's going on here. Okay. What else? Just watching all these different things going on. 540-point drop on the Dow. Okay. I do have a pair of signed shorts. I don't have a belt, though. Says Alberto, for Muhammad Ali. Zach, my wife and I are off to Mexico. Won't be around much this week. Living the dream. Giddy up, baby. Giddy up. Splair, first trade told the market that I grab. First trade told the market that I grab 100 ATIP for a long-term hold. My oldest stock on first trade, for example, I own since the second week of that account. It was paying me already. Mirko, this is cool stuff. You got that, those shorts. Coyote, Zach, nice man. You'll have a good trip there. You go, Zach, says JR. Have a good time in Mexico, Coyote. Alberto, that is insane. Zach, thank you, sir, says Coyote. Splair, would be funny if that would be enough for 1 penny move, but probably some of us bought it. Alex, Zach, enjoy Mexico's on my bucket list for sure. We're at 48.5 on ATIP right now. 48.5. ATIP volume is now pushing 594,000 shares, the low of 43, the high of 51. We're now at 48.4 cents on ATIP. This channel is buying it up, taking over the company. How about that? We'll just buy up all the shares, fire all the directors, put you guys in there as directors. We'll make good things happen over there. Why not? What the hey? Wouldn't that be funny? Where are we at now? 25.26 on GameStop, 444 on SoFi, down 16 cents, down 95 on HPQ. Fool of a Took saying, I'm tempted to pick up some ATIP, but I'm also trying to save for another 100 shares of GameStop so I can write 2 contracts. I'm about 1,300 away. Decisions. Get your contracts. If you have a margin account, you might be able to buy enough stock now with the stock you have on margin to get you to the second 100, write your second call, bring your margin balance down a bit, and then pick up some ATIP that way. But up to you how you want to play this. Adam, food for thought. Last time the Dow got to 34,000 was August 16th. Topped out there, and then there was a slide all the way down to 28,000. Exactly. We're at right now in the Dow 33.8. That's where we're at. JR, I've made over 500 today. Who's a loser, Uncle Bruce? Not bad. Mirko, fool of a Took, do a poor man cover call on GameStop and use the premium to buy ATIP. That's the other thing. Instead of buying the stock, buy a deep in the money call on GameStop. Write your call, use the proceeds, buy ATIP. Mirko knows. There you go. Leverage, absolutely. A 524 drop on the Dow with now 8 minutes left in our session. ATIP is trading at 48 cents a share now. Tesla down is up 47 cents. Apple down 406. GameStop at 25.26. 444 on SoFi. 29.21 on HPQ, down 94. Amazon holding a 45-cent gain. Home Depot down 7.80. Cisco down 40. Pfizer up 38. Netflix down 4.64. IBM down 2.33. Microsoft down $6. Vanik down 5.50, Adobe down 5.40, Goldman down 6.69, Google down 1.35, Boeing down 6.30 a share, Moderna down 87, Meta Platforms down 2.57 right now, ME down 14, Rocket Lab down 17, Matterport down 15, Smart Rent down 12, Spire down a dime, Sextera down 14. It's a red day today. Let's not kid ourselves. It's a red day. Zach, Alex, we're going back to Mexico City, a place everyone should see at least once. Fool of a Took. Mirko, not approved just yet. I'm working on it. My account is only worth $8,000 at the moment, so I may have to get that up a little bit more. JR, I think I'll put my sub money into getting more SoFi. Fool of a Took. I'm patient, though. I'll get there soon enough. Rock and roll. It'll happen, buddy. It's going to happen. 25.30 on GameStop. 7 minutes left in the session. So far, that's what we have left to go today, kids. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, and we're getting there. Oil holding a 73 cent gain today at the moment. Cheers to all of you from around the world who are joining this channel. So great to have you. Rugman, yoink, he's working his magic today, I'll tell you. Rugman is on it. Absolutely on it. DQ, Fool of a Took, get up over 25,000 so you can day trade without violations. Right on. Fantastic. What else is going on here? We've got 6 minutes to go, down 521 points on the Dow, and near the low of the day, down pardon me, down 65 points on S&P, and we're down 182 on NASDAQ right now. Pardon me. And we've got a lot of red out there. Oh, excuse me, folks. Excuse me. All righty. 521 drop on the Dow Jones. Okay. Congratulations, all of you who are doing these rollovers on your options, or you're studying your rollovers. I hope you're finding the right option to zero in on as your next move, whether you're bringing your strike price lower, whether you're pushing a strike price out, a strike further out in time. We'll keep an eye on all that. Remember, right now, GameStop's only down 81 cents. We haven't had a $3 loss today. It's not like the stock lost 15% of its value. GameStop is off 3%. This is a nothing burger day. Put 3 or 4 of these days together, back to back, and we're down $2.50 already on the week. Now we're talking. So be patient, my friends. Cross your arms and watch the depreciation keep coming through here. Fantastic stuff. Let's see what's going on. Mirko saying the fool of a took. I think there is no rush. If ATIP goes up 50%, you're still around 75 cents a share. Book value of the company is 73, and I don't think it'll go up 50% short term. So just be patient. Adam, if you have $3-4 to go on your covered calls, when would you say it's typically a good idea to buy them back? Yeah, I would say, just let them keep depreciating out. This is go time here. They will accelerate their depreciation now as time really eats into them. We're about to start December calendar here on Thursday. So the psychology of the share of the option holders, the ones that are holding December contracts, it really hits them in the face Thursday and Friday this week. They go, oh gosh, we're in December. My calls haven't made me money yet. Oh no, I bought them at 4 and they're trading at 3, or I bought them at, I paid $650 for these calls. Some guy sold them to me at $6, and they're now at $375, $275. I'm getting crushed. Yeah, they're going to get crushed, and you guys are going to make money. For a rule of thumb, Adam is wondering about. Yeah, I'm looking at several dollars of gains, like more than half. Again, it depends on the speed of the decline, the intensity of this decline. Sometimes it's an intraday thing. If you've wrote calls at $5 or higher, and you've got calls trading in the $3 range right now, and you might put in stink bids at 201 every morning, just in case your stock drops $3 in a hurry, or $2, and those contracts go from $3.30 to $2 back to $3.30. You want to be out, when that happens. You got to have a stink bid in there. And so I'd be looking at that. Try to consider, what would your option be worth today, the one that you've written, or the ones you've written, if the stock were to drop, say, $3 today or tomorrow, if the shares were down to $22.30 on GameStop, for example, what would your contract be trading at? Would it lose $2 in value if the stock dropped $3 in value? Would it drop $2.25? Would it drop $1.80? You got to figure that number out. And that's where you say to yourself, well, okay, if the stock wanted to have a sudden vicious drop sometime during the day tomorrow of up to $3, I'd be very pleased to buy my calls back for $2.25 less than they're at right now. Maybe they're at $3.50. They got your contracts could go down to $1.35. So you put in a $1.36 stink bid, 1 penny ahead of a round number. Always a penny higher, odd numbers. So $1.41, $1.36, $1.31, something like that. You put the stink bid in, good for the day. Buy my calls back at that price. Buy to close. You never know. You never know if it can happen or not. Sometimes you get shockingly lucky. Zach, my first message didn't go through. Got a compliment. Your attire today, Uncle Bruce. Looking good out there. I need to get a shirt too. There we have it. Mirko, Zach, does Uncle Bruce have your email? Maybe there's a Christmas present for the artist who drew Rugman. Do not put any pressure on Uncle Bruce, though. Laughing out loud. No pressure on Uncle Bruce at all. Goodness, I read every comment, you can tell. ATIP 47.5, down 3 cents right now at 47.5. The Dow down 487. We got a minute to go. We're done. The bell is going to be ringing right now. I suspect Larry's either in a meeting or missed it. No, he's here. He's here. He's out there working hard. Way to go, Larry. Thanks so much, pal. Appreciate this. Bells have rung. We're done for the day. 497 point loss on the Dow from what I see here. We have Tesla holding a 7-cent gain. That's it. Now 6 cents. Apple down 389. GameStop 25.31, 25.30 down 87 cents on the day. SoFi 445 down 15. A little recovery at the end. 29.22 last trade on HBQ, down 93. He ain't missed nothing, says Coyote. DQ, thank you, Lair. Nick, another day closer to Powell killing the market. Blair. All right, y'all. I wish everyone here a relaxed night. Sleep well, and we'll see you later. Zach, Mirko, Uncle Bruce does have my email. There you go. And Splair, thanks, Larry, and thanks, Uncle Bruce, for the show. Rock and roll, guys. Thank you all for being here today. Coyote, I had written December 2023 7.5s on SoFi for $1.06. I bought them back for 58 cents this afternoon. There you go. Nice little gain right there. On the SoFis, you can use that profit to either buy more SoFi or whatever else you're going to do. Giddy on up, man. Nice job. Nice job. 445 on SoFi today. That's where we're at, and that is our day today. We'll find out tomorrow just how things move on here. The China unrest, we'll keep an eye on that. The European Union, the Federal Reserve for the European banks, the American banks, the governors are talking like crazy. Quotes all over the media right now from these guys. The markets could go lower. Hey, 50%. Where else can a person get that return in a few days or in even a month, says JR. Larry, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He rings the bells precisely when he means to. Thank you, Larry. Well done, sir. Good job as always. Well, there you have it, kids. Another fun day in the markets have come and gone. And I sure hope a bunch of you are happier today than you were Friday with the values of these contracts where you have written your calls and you have seen shrinkage today. Time and dip has kicked in here yet again. Now let's see what gives tomorrow. Is this market going to lose more than 500 points that we lost today, or another 500 or less? Is there a rebound here? I don't know. We'll find out. We only lost 1.5 percentage points today. This is a nothing burger. So this might be the beginning of a acceleration of losses. Maybe that's what we have tomorrow. Maybe we lose 2%, 2.5% tomorrow. I don't know. Anything is possible. We'll be here to cover it. We'll be here to watch it, and we'll watch and record how things all work out. Thank you, guys. Hawkeye, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Ended up with a green day for me. Loving it. Right on, Hawkeye. Way to go, all of you. Thank you for these PayPal donations for Anti-Gen's HIP. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for membership renewals. Thank you for upgrading to gold level status. The whole enchilada. I thank you for everything you do for us. Have a great rest of the evening. Great afternoon. Stay healthy out there. We will see you tomorrow morning for the Trade Alert Gold Bagel Trade Alert show, and then the big show at 8:30 tomorrow morning. We'll continue on. I'll be on my other channel tonight at 7 and 8 o'clock Eastern time, Traveling with Bruce. The Monday shows over there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys right here on this channel tomorrow morning, and let's make some more moolah. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. I think December 15, JR. I think that's when that is for the Fed. Mirko, you shall not pass Larry's punchline. Cannot pass. Okay, guys. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye for now.